Okay, today we're going to look at word problems, using algebra to solve word problems, and in particular we're going to look at three different types. First we're going to look at word problems with finding two answers, two different values, so two different variables, two different values. And then we're going to solve with finding consecutive numbers, and you'll see that when we get there. And then we're going to do problems involving perimeter. Okay? All right, so let's look at this problem. A school has 22 more girls than boys and a total of 442. Okay? So it's 22 more girls than boys and a total of 442 students. How many boys are there? All right. So our unknown, how many boys? So boys is going to be our variable x. Okay? And we know that our total boys and girls equals 442. All right? So if boys is x, what do we know about girls? Well, there's 22 more girls than boys. So girls we can represent as, it's 22 more than boys. So how would we write that? X plus 22. All right, so if we know our total is the boys plus the girls, so we can say the boys plus the girls, that's the girls, right, equals 442. So now we're just going to solve. Combine my like terms. I got 2x's plus 22 equals 442. So we're going to subtract 22. So 2x equals 420. Divide by 2. So x equals 210. Okay, so 210, if x is 210, we had 210 boys. And if the girls is 22 more than the boys, then that means we had 232 girls, right? So 210 boys was our answer. All right, let's look at another. All right, the first side of a triangle, so we've got a triangle. And it says the first side is 4 inches shorter than the second. Okay? And the third side is 10 inches longer than the second. All right, so it looks like we're looking at the second. It says the perimeter is 66 inches. How long is each side? All right, so we're looking at sides. So let's look. We know the first side is based on the second side, 4 inches shorter. And we know the third side is based on the second. It's 10 inches longer. So let's say that the second side equals x. All right, my first side is 4 inches shorter than the second. So how would we write that? It's second, so it's 4 inches shorter, so minus 4. And then the third side, well, it's 10 inches longer than the second, so it'd be the second plus 10. All right, so we've got x, and we got x minus 4, and x plus 10. All right, and they told us that our perimeter is 66 inches. So I know if I add up the sides, that's my perimeter, right? So let's write the equation. We got side number 1 is x minus 4 plus side number 2, second side is x, plus our third side is x plus 10. So all sides add up and equal 66. So now we'll just solve that. So we got 3 x's and then negative 4 and 10. So that'll give me 3x plus 6 equals 66. So we subtract 6. So 3x equals 60. Divide by 3, so x equals 20. All right, so this side is 20. What's this side going to be? X plus 10. So 20 plus 10, so this side's going to be 30 inches. And then this side is going to be 20 inches minus 4, so that's going to be 16 inches. Okay, so our sides are 16, 20, and 30. All right. All right, when put together, 2 pipes are 160 centimeters long. 2 pipes are 160 centimeters long when they're put together. One pipe is 20 centimeters longer than the other. How long are the pipes? All right, so we've got 2 pipes, and they're stuck together. All right, when they're put together, the total there is 160 centimeters, right? And we know that one pipe is 20 centimeters longer than the other. So here's a pipe, and the other one's 20 centimeters longer. So x plus 20. All right, so we know that when we add those together, that's the total length is 160. So we'll say x plus 20, this pipe plus the other one equals 160. So 2x plus 20 equals 60. Subtract 20. 2x equals 40. Divide by 2, x equals 20. All right? So how long are the pipes? So the first one is 20, and then the other one was x plus 20. So the pipes are 20 and 40 inches. Okay. All right, let's look at some consecutive. Okay, so let's look at this one. Consecutive integers. Two consecutive even integers that have a sum of 26. So consecutive, what does that mean? One right after the other. One, 2, 3, 4. Those are consecutive numbers. But they wanted consecutive even numbers. So that would be like 2, 4, 6, 8. So let's look at that as an example. 2, 4, 6. All right, those are consecutive even numbers. But we're looking for 2 particular consecutive even integers that add up to 26. When we add them together, we get 26. But we don't know what one of the first numbers is. So we're going to call it x. But I know if I add it to the next consecutive integer, I'll get 26. All right, so okay, so if I look at these consecutive integers, even integers, what did I do to 2 to get to 4? I added 2. From 4 to 6, you added 2. So it looks like a consecutive integer will be the first integer plus 2 more. So the next term will be x plus 2. Okay, so every time you go to a next term, you're adding 2. So if I was doing a third term, it would have been x plus 4, because the second term went up 2, and then the third term you went up 2 more. Okay, but they're only asking for 2. All right, so let's combine our like terms. We got 2x's plus 2 equals 26. Subtract 2. 2x equals 24. Divide by 2, so x equals 12. So that means my first integer, is 12, and the next one, 12 plus 2, is 14. So those are two consecutive even integers that add up to 26. All right. Let's look at this one. It says, if the sum of 3 consecutive numbers, they didn't say even, they just said 3 consecutive numbers, is 72, what is the largest? All right, so we're just looking at 3 consecutive numbers that add up to 72. So instead of going up by 2 each time, we're only going to go up by 1. So my next number would be x plus 1. All right, and then the number after that, I went up 1 time here and then another time, so this one's going to be x plus 2. Okay, so these are my 3 numbers. My first number, my second number, and my third number. Okay. All right, so combine my like terms. I got 3 x's, and plus 3 equals 72. So I'm going to subtract 3. So I get 3x equals 69. Divide by 3. So x equals 23. So if x is my first number, the next consecutive number would be 24, and then the next one's 25. So my largest number would be 25. All right, let's look at some rectangles. The length of a rectangle. So here's your rectangle. All right, the length of the rectangle is twice that of the width. So it's 2 times. Twice means 2 times the width. All right, and then so this is the width. So my length is 2w and my width is w. All right, so it says the perimeter is 24. So we're going to say 2w plus 2w plus w plus w equals 24. So 2, 4, 5, 6. So 6w equals 24. Divide by 6. W equals 4 centimeters. All right. So my width is 4, 4, and my length is twice my width. So 2 times 4 is 8, 8. So if you add those up, 8 and 8 is 16, plus 4 is 20, plus 4 is 24. So it checks out. So my width is 4, and my length is 8. Okay, and let's see one more. The length and width of a rectangle are 7 centimeters and x minus 8 centimeters respectively. So that means this order is this order. So length is 7 and width is x minus 8. So width is x minus 8 and length is 7. And it says find the value of x if the area is 42. Area. They didn't say perimeter, they said area. And remember, area is length times width. So my area is 42. So we're going to say 42 equals my length, which is 7, times my width, which is x minus 8. So now we're just going to work it out. Distribute 7x, and 7 times negative 8 is negative 56. So now we're going to add 56. So that's going to be 98 equals 7x. And divide by 7. So x equals 14. All right, and this was centimeters, so it'd be 14 centimeters. Okay. Okay, so if we know that x is 14, we can find out what the width is by plugging that in. 14 minus 8 would be 6. Okay, so our width is 6. All right, well, that's going to be my examples there. We're going to work some more in class. So